Well,
We had a wreck one time. Just a good story.
I started coming here, as I said, in '61. The first year I had a fold-down camper. We camped across the gully here, back up on the hill. And then the next 2 years, we camped back in the woods. The three of us came down, and we told our wives, CD, and I told Eileen, so you wouldn't like it down there. There's nothing for women to do.
I never did come.
So one Sunday they came down and found us having so much fun that she's been coming ever since.
Coming ever since. I've been cooking.
But Bill liked his coffee. He liked to visit with his fans and drink coffee, and he more or less picked this spot out for us to camp because it'd be convenient for him to stop in and have coffee with us.
And eat with us.
And we usually had him up for a meal or two during the festival, and I think my kids kind of looked at Bill as a kind of an uncle because they knew him since they were real little, you know, and they never did call him Uncle Bill, but that's the kind of relationship that my girls had with Monroe was, you know, kind of a family relationship. And,
we've been here ever since.
In 1977, James Monroe was on the way up here with all the tickets and everything for the festival, and he had an accident on the interstate. The driver went to sleep and hit a car head-on and was killed, and James was shaken up. And they called Bill in Oklahoma and told him about it, and he asked if I was here, and they said yes. So they said, get him on the phone. So I went up to the barn there and talked to him on the phone, and he said, will you run the gate till I get there? Which of course means take over till I get there. So I and Bill's brother and a couple other guys did that, and we stayed up all night and went around collecting money from people that had already been here and so forth. When he came in the next day, he wanted to pay me for doing it right away, and I said no, I was glad to do you a favor. So toward the end of that festival, I was sitting right here in this campsite, and he came up with all of the bluegrass boys, and he told me to stand up, and I did, and they played some music, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then he handed me this framed certificate, and it was a lifetime pass for Eileen and I and our three girls for this festival for as long as he lived. And the present owner still honors the pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that neat?
And so it was a real honor, you know, to get that from him. I got a copy of it if you'd like to see it.
Yeah.